All right, guys, welcome back to Hellscape Paranormal. My name's Joseph, and I have my beautiful wife here, Sandra. Yes, I remember her name. So we did a recent investigation there at the Bellamy Bridge in Marianna, Florida. A lot of crazy stuff went down, and during the investigation, when we broke out the Spirit Talker app, it's kind of a ghost box, so it gives a spirit the ability to speak with us with a set of words. During the investigation, some of the things got jumbled, and we didn't realize what was being said until we got home and started editing things.
Yeah.
A lot of conversation was actually happening, and it was delayed by previous questions, and that was mainly on my fault because I was asking too many questions too fast. I mean, the adrenaline was up. I mean, It was. We had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think firing the questions, but we still got
we got some good stuff.
Interesting comments. So
the comments
we're going to talk about it a little bit. As we may have mentioned before, I'm a strong empath, and some of it felt very personal. So we'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play this video, and we're going to actually address this stuff with you guys so we can kind of break down what we've learned about some of these comments that were coming through that box and some of the creepy stuff that was happening there.
All you have to do is speak into it, and we'll be actually able to hear you. Well, we got this over here. This thing lights up. All you got to do is touch it, and it'll light up. None of these items will hurt you. And this device here, it lights up when you get close.
Oh,
whoa,
oh my God.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So that, because we had not picked up anything on our other devices, I was really not expecting that.
Yeah, that caught us off guard.
I'm not even sure which question that was directed to. I don't believe it was Elizabeth, but there was definitely, yes, I did, as in, yes, I died here, or yes, something's going on.
My belief, because I had told the entity that was in the area, there's something, we were trying to make contact with, that you can mess with these devices. And it said, yes, I did. Just earlier, we had camera issues where we actually captured a shadow figure.
Yeah.
So something did mess with our equipment. And I think this is actually what is letting us know.
Yeah.
We were trying all
I
kind of
believe that
different
now
names.
too, actually.
Yeah. We were trying all kind of different names about Elizabeth, Samuel, Sylvester. These are all people that were supposedly passed in the area as far as legends and stuff. And we didn't have anything hit with our REM-Pod, our EVP recorder, our K2 meter. But we did have camera failure, and on review after we got home, we actually found out that we did capture the shadow figure. And the only reason I knew that we captured it is because that right there, right after it shows up, the camera fails. So I was able to find out and look at the footage and see what was wrong with the camera, what happened to it, and that's how I was able to capture that. So that right there, I believe that's what's actually communicating with us.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
whoa,
oh my God.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
It startled us.
It startled me. Yeah.
Gonna lose 20 pounds all of it brown. Gonna lose 20 pounds all of it.
Married life.
Yeah.
Thank you for reaching out to us. You want to continue to speak to us, or do you want to touch one of these objects? You're not allowed to touch us, but any of these objects that lights up, you are more than welcome to touch.
Oh yeah, the running.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I was a bit nervous at that point because when the other devices don't light up, they're normally for ghosts, but then we're hearing that and we're getting the ghost talk box. That's maybe something that is not welcome to being saved.
Yeah, the actual running, we automatically, from my experience, this has now gone into a poltergeist activity, which is actually able to manipulate what is around us. All right. Most ghosts and spirits and stuff like that, they're there. They manipulate the EMF fields and stuff like that from our devices. But when you actually have something that can physically move stuff, that's when it starts getting hairy, because that could either just be pissed off spirit that has built up a lot of energy, poltergeist activity, or you're dealing with an inhuman or a demonic entity.
And my belief is, if it's just your regular ghost, like we had some people that we were looking at, they're stuck. They want help. They want to talk to you in some type of way that's not that.
Yeah. So the charging is what we call charging.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can hear stuff running at you, and we've had this stuff was happening all throughout the night. Either
Yes.
we'd hear walking, which I've done outdoor survival for many years. I actually teach it. I know the difference between an animal walking in the woods and somebody there walking in the woods. Completely different sound. So we've picked up the walking sounds, but the running, charging,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd always do it when our backs are turned.
Yep.
Every single time. Well, except for when we started the spirit box.
Yeah.
And that charged us right up front, because we're both facing that direction. And all this stuff was coming from that witchcraft practitioner area that we discovered over there, about 50 yards from the bridge, close to 40, 50 yards from the bridge. That's where everything was coming in at. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get back in this video here.
They say that you wander around here crying in the swamps. Is that because you missed your... What's that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did not make me happy. But it kind of made us both mad. We're like, no, you won't.
Yeah.
No,
I
we're not
get
doing
very
that.
protective really, really quick. And the I'll get to you. We were taking this as threats.
Yeah.
And the fact is, we just, the video is not clipped. We just had the rushing, and then I'll get to you. So, of course, in defense, we're letting it know, no, you're not getting to us. You don't have the energy. You don't have the power to do this stuff. In a way, I guess we are taunting.
Maybe,
A
but
bit.
I think that it was that early that we realized this is not one of the people, ghosts that we were hoping to help. We knew that this was...
Yeah, the fact is, everybody
No
talks
good.
about, the Elizabeth burning, is running and pleading for help and all this other stuff. They never talk about something aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't believe we're dealing with any spirits. We're dealing with something that was conjured up in location.
I think so too.
So this thing is very aggressive. This isn't just a normal spirit.
Right.
I'll get to you. No,
No,
you
you
won't.
won't.
You won't get to me. Let me get this on recorder here. It says, I will get to you. Let me make sure we get this on the other one.
Okay.
So yeah, we're trying to catch multiple camera angles on this, trying to document everything as possible.
This isn't Elizabeth. This is something
No,
else here.
that's something else.
All right,
something
whatever
not good.
you are, you're not welcome here. You don't belong in this plane of existence. You are brought here, but you have no power here.
A lot of bugs.
I don't think it's any of these.
There
No.
were.
The ones that have been passed, people that
No.
died here. I don't think you were
You were
hung.
hung.
Oh,
Remember the
yeah.
tree I was
Yeah.
talking about earlier? I
Yes.
said,
As soon as we came up to this site during the day, you said, that looks like a hanging tree.
Yeah, there's a big pin
And that
oak.
was, what,
Yeah.
hours and hours
That
earlier.
was before 4 p.m. So,
Yeah.
when we got to location, when we took a look at the bridge, that is also when we found that nail and everything. Huge pin oak stretches right over the bridge, but right in front of the bridge. It's tall enough to go over. It's just right there. And we actually, pan the camera up and stuff for people to see it. But when I saw it, I'm like, that looks like a hanging tree. And to get that on our feed, we have no evidence of anybody being hung there. But if you're going to murder somebody, you're not going to leave evidence if you're good.
No,
If you're good, that's your
and-
job.
And again, back in the day, there was still slavery going on. There was still a lot of other things going on. that wouldn't be documented.
Yeah, and you
If
also
you were
have the war there too,
right,
with the Native Americans
the
and the
Second
Union
Seminole
soldiers and
War.
everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff is in that area. Hangings and stuff like that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
We know from history the place was ransacked, settlements were attacked. They had like there was a whole bunch of people. It was over 300 some people were enslaved during
Mm-hmm.
that when they came in and ransacked these settlements. So, think that hanging could happen?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That looks like a hanging tree. I don't know if we can see that. Up
Yeah, there it is
big ol'
there.
oak. What is your name? Were you a human? Or are you something else? Oh man, that shit gave me the creeps.
Yeah.
That sound like acorns.
Yeah, I think that was because that's where that squirrel's nest.
You know what? I'm still getting creepy.
No, that is something we will address. There's a lot of acorn trees there. Yeah, it's always sounding like something's being thrown at you because these things are falling from the trees. I mean, constantly falling from the trees. Things are falling in the water all the time. These acorns and stuff. There's not really much as a way of animals moving around. We did catch a possum crossing the bridge.
That we thought was an entity on camera because
Yeah, I
it
was
just,
reviewing
we
the
were
footage
so
and I'm
freaked
watching
out.
this thing slink across. I'm like, the hell is that? And I blew it up, went
It's
through
a
some
very
filters.
talented possum, though.
Yeah, it was a
to
big possum too.
get
And
over
it
that
actually
bridge.
walked all the way, scaled that entire bridge all the way across right to our location. So yeah, there are animals, nocturnal animals running around, so you got to filter out all this stuff too, and type of sounds. But like I said, you can hear an animal, and you can know the difference between an animal and a human running at you.
Mm-hmm.
Where that direction is where that
With us.
the circle, the candles
Oh,
were.
yeah.
What is your name? Settlement.
Settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes back into what we believe is the history of the area from the war. Settlements were ransacked and stuff, and I was hung. Settlement is
Yeah.
kind of playing into each other there. So it was just so much spaced out, so many other questions were asked. I lost track. But reviewing it, we can piece it together, the conversation that's actually coming through here.
Yeah.
Settlement. It says settlement. I don't get that settlement. There was early days, the history back here, guys. You had a big battlefield here years ago. Before. No, I didn't.
That one I'm still not sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I kept on reviewing to see if I had said something, and I
Mhm.
can't find anything like I accused it of something.
Well, because right after that it says, yes, I did again. So you didn't, you did, what's...
Yeah, this right here through it, we couldn't place it. Same with
Mm-mm.
some of the names that we got. Couldn't find anything history-wise, but things went personal too. So
Mm-hmm.
let's keep on rolling on this, guys.
On that one, no, I didn't. I asked too many questions.
Yeah.
All right, we go back to settlement. When they said settlement, there's a history here. A big battle was with the Native Americans of this area, the Creek Indians, and also Union soldiers came down here and they ransacked settlements in this location area, this part of the creek system, this river system, and they,
I believe it's just throwing us off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they try to pretend to be the spirit of Alexander, an 18-month-old child that's died of malaria and they buried in that area. Then again, it could just be a false hit with the ghost box.
Yeah.
Because it didn't follow any of the conversation or anything like that.
It really didn't. And of course, if there's something nefarious there, it knew that we were looking for Alexander's mom, and of course they would have said mom back then. I just don't have anything definitive on that.
No, that in there, we're gonna chalk up as a
To-
fake hit
Yeah.
because we can't find anything with that.
I'm not sure about that one there. Some of these words are not making any sense. So this creek system here, they actually came in and they ransacked the settlement.
That was wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We heard a lot of that. Is one thing again, acorns falling compared to the sound of it's coming at you or distance wise.
Yeah.
There's a difference when hearing things fall down and
Yeah,
bounce.
acorns falling down are different than something going sideways at whizzing at you. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Keep on hearing stuff back there.
And again,
Picking up anything on the EMF.
off to our left.
mm-hmm.
We're getting results on this. Stream. Well, we're right here at a river. That's correct.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
there's
Stream.
pretty simple. The river's right there.
Very slowly. You want to take some still shots?
And we're about 15 feet from the actual water.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Yeah, just random. Try to get 3 shots in the same location. You'll have a flash. Who are you? Give me your name. You're talking to us now.
Watch out here.
Watch
Watch
out
out.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that ramped it up for me.
Yeah, all this stuff started happening after we found that circle, those candles.
Mm-hmm.
We're labeling as a practitioner area. We believe there was things being a ritual done there. Besides the candles, just the whole vibe of the place. There's something going on there.
And I just thought of something doing this, that I was shooting in that direction when it said "watch out here."
That's
I
true.
mean-
She just flashed and everything else with the camera. Unfortunately, I did check the footage of the digital camera. We didn't have anything. We picked up bugs. They're not orbs. These are just bugs.
Yeah.
A lot of bugs there. But
Our
watch out
location's
here.
buggy.
We do take that serious, especially with the
Yeah.
rushing and everything else. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, later in the investigation, that whatever it was that was thrown at us, I mean, it crashed right there on top of us. It's like within feet. So, yeah, it was
and then
warning
it
us.
sounds like it's a warning, but is it warning us because it's good or because it's like I'm gonna get you? You
Yeah,
know,
when it
kind
first
of thing.
happened, you kind of look at both of them, but as the investigation went on, this was definitely, I'm telling you, watch out here. As if it was very aggressive. This was
Yeah.
an aggressive thing. It just progressed along,
Yep.
which you'll see here in the investigation.
Boy, no
Why do we need to watch out? Did somebody conjure something? Did somebody bring something over? You know, I'm creepy about that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we sat back there when we were setting up. If that looks like a hanging tree.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't have any history of anybody being hung out here. Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
But yet. This,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this one more time for you right fast. You listen very close. I'm going to try to turn up the audio for you. You hear, there's a moan.
Mm-hmm.
We did not hear this with our ears. We when we were reviewing our footage, that's when we found this. So let's go ahead and play that for you.
yet.
So chalk it up for whatever you want to. We did not physically hear it. This was picked up on the cameras. That place is so freaking creepy at night.
Attachment.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where Sandra loses her stuff, because as an empath, I was very worried. And I mean, I know that I'm doing all the right things to protect myself, but you always still have that feeling of it would be easier for something to follow me home than him. So
Yeah, attachments definitely pick up on people more sensitive, hypersensitive, empath, psychics, things like that.
Yeah.
Because they're open to the spirit world compared to people like me. I mean, I'm not saying I can't be attached to, but they're more susceptible to attachments. But in our beliefs in this,
I think now it meant an attachment to the land,
yeah,
because I was getting strong imprints all day. the feeling of strong imprints even during the day, and that's probably because of the war. There's been a lot of blood spilled in this area, so that would make sense. And
Well, attachments by that or whatever was
was
pulled up
conjured
is
or
attached
somebody.
to that area.
Yes, and yeah, we immediately were like, "Oh no, we're not doing that."
We weren't communicating with anything that, in my belief, we weren't communicating with anything that was imprinted out there. The noises, the charging,
Yeah,
the footsteps, the things being thrown. This is all physical. All right, this is stuff actually making a contact into our physical plane of existence.
exactly. And I didn't mean to, we had taken that a couple of different ways until we reviewed it, and with everything going down, when we could sit back and really look at it. Yeah, that was.
And that's the thing about having someone else with you, because it's not just one-sided conversation and interpretation on this stuff. You got to look at it in many different ways, and we could still be wrong. I mean, you never know.
Well, yeah, but there's something's attached out there, and probably not for a good reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed to attach
Nope.
to us
Not
at
this
all. Not at all. You're not allowed to follow us home. You're not allowed to touch us. Were you brought here by somebody? Or are you warning us that there's something here? Are you here to warn us? Yeah, I don't like
I'm sorry, baby.
that. Okay.
He
You know-
forgot I was taking pictures.
Nerves of steel, right? It's dark. We got stuff moving around us all night long.
Stuff being thrown at us, and then I go with the flash.
I'm looking in the dark, and all of a sudden it lights up, and I thought I saw the flash before my life. I was done.
Oh man, that helped our nerves though, laughing at that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and then I looked right at the camera.
Yeah, when it flashes, it does.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's behind my-
There goes night vision.
I'm looking at it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You just gotta mash it and hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was acting up though.
Yeah, our camera
It
was
really
acting up
was,
in
because
this.
I've
Stop.
had a Canon for years like that, and it just would not do it for me.
Yes, I did.
Because if you listen, I actually say it seems to stop every time I walk away. And then it goes, yes, I did, within about just a few seconds. So we're going to go ahead and clip this in for you. We're going to let you hear this.
I don't know why it
It's like it stops when I walk away.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me get a shot.
So yeah, I think it's communicating to me right there, saying, yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just. My nerves are.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna need to have to take a break.
No, not yet.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. We've already got those on file. I don't know why you're repeating yourself. Yes, you did what? Did you? Yes, you did. You warned us about an attachment. So I know we don't have attachments on us.
That's one we could not find anything on. Now, I know there's plenty of biblical lore and historic lore about, the name Seth in the Bible, as well, and also lore with demons and things like that. But I was not finding anything out with the name of Seth.
Yeah, that one didn't really. I don't know if it was just grasping for straws, trying to give itself a name. It was just like, okay.
Yeah. So that one there, we're going to chalk up. It was just thrown at us, either misleading us or a false hit.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Seth? Are you Seth? I asked for a name. That's the first name
Yeah.
you've given us. That's the first name that we've gotten. I'm gonna hit record on this.
Okay.
See if we pick up anything else while we're out here. Ask these questions that's not being picked up there.
Yeah.
Who is the burning figure?
That's the second name we got, Pat. Now, historically, we can't find a Pat. But this is where things start getting a little more personal.
Mm-hmm. My mother's name is Patricia. She goes by Pat. And really, at this point, even with the Seth, we felt like it was kind of like, I don't know, testing what we knew or what we were
That's
thinking
what it
about.
felt like. It wanted to see.
It wanted to get us to a personal level.
Yeah.
It felt like it was trying to push buttons.
It knew that we were safeguarded against it. And if
Mhm.
you watch the video, I'm aggressive towards it, but not in a disrespectful way. I'm calling out his BS. All right, I'm hearing it and I'm going at it because it's not making sense.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's trying to weasel in more of a, hey, I'm one of you guys type of
Yes,
scenario and let us open up ourselves to it.
Mhm.
And it seemed to progress even more and more.
Right. It,
So-
it did. And, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's not a woman's name.
Or a guy. Could be either one.
Is Pat the person that's on fire? Can you say yes or no?
I was getting aggressive.
You were getting mad.
There's more run behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say anything else. Who is Pat? That's the thing, though. This is giving phrases too. It's not just giving. Usually we just get one word.
Yeah.
This is actually getting phrases in here. Watch out here.
Mm-hmm.
Attach. Oh, the attachment one. Yes, I did.
We have power.
Good old we have power. That could be taken many different ways because we were wanting it to set off our machines, our detection machines, the REM-Pod, the K2 meter. Nothing was happening on this.
Yeah.
But we have power started developing into more and more with the conversation we were fixing to get from this thing. As if it was still an almost threatening, but it's trying to let us know that it's bigger than us
Yeah.
in a way.
And here I am. You're not bigger than my God. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because she's at this time, what was going on? What were you grasping at? So that they put in context here what you were thinking.
Well, I mean, I'm nervous about this thing, and I'm thinking about my faith and the protection that I have from my faith.
And this thing starts playing into it.
Mm-hmm.
We have
So let's
power.
go ahead and get this back up here.
Good. Use your energy. Use your energy and activate some of our devices here, these objects. You see how simple this is? Use that energy and touch some of these objects. You're not allowed to touch us,
Mm-mm.
okay? My name is Joseph. Please tell me your name. You say we have power, then you should be able to let us know you're here.
I'm from the light.
No.
I'm from the light. We have power.
That would be a nope.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing here started trying to emotionally attack. It was trying to draw off of her.
Yeah.
And to prove this, it gets more and more personal with her because the more she starts speaking about stuff, I didn't catch it at the time, but it was quickly responding back to what she says. So during this investigation, it broke away from me. It's like, all right, this guy's a dick. I can't deal with him. So they went after her. And I'm laughing right now because we're nice
We
and
have
safe
to.
here.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it really it was trying to get me.
So I mean, she's relying on her face, pulling back on that, her angels and stuff, and this thing just feeds into it. It's
Oh yeah,
reading her.
it was. Oh yeah, it really did.
No, I'm from the light. No. This is whatever the hell has been over there.
Yep. Yep.
Who are you? Because if you're from the light, you wouldn't be down here. You wouldn't be stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Hell, no. This ain't good.
This is amazing.
That
We didn't pick up on this when it first happened because I automatically went into who uses the word amazing in the 1800.
right.
She
You were
just
still.
said,
This ain't good, and then they said, or it said, this is amazing.
amazing.
No, it's not.
It's messing with her. It's actually
Mhm.
counteracting, answering. It's letting her know. Oh no, everything's fine. We didn't pick it up when it first happened. Because I automatically started registering in my head because in my belief, I'm still thinking about Elizabeth, Sylvester, and
You were thinking
everything.
about
And
the
I'm like,
history and the
how
logical.
how do I bust
Mhm.
this? Because this thing is playing games. And I'm like, no, you're full of it. You didn't use amazing in the 1800s, and I wasn't picking up what was actually being said. So this doesn't stop.
This is amazing. Amazing. When did people start using that word? Amazing, as in
Yeah, this
That's
isn't.
recent.
This isn't a human. Mm-mm.
no.
This
Because
isn't
if
human.
this is back in the 1800s, I'm not going to say amazing as an actual word.
Nope.
What's amazing?
8.
8.
Mm,
8 was the only thing I can come up with as I just said 1800, and
maybe.
yeah, but
I
think it's a
mean,
false hit.
there's occult groups with 9, right?
Yeah. There's an occult
So-
group, Order of 9 Angels, and if it would have said that would
Then
have scared the shit out of us. We'd be hauling ass. Because
Yeah,
that's a very,
but we
very
don't-
bad practitioner group, and
so
we're gonna be
8,
playing around with that.
we just
yeah,
maybe just picking up on the speech or something. I don't know.
Yeah. we weren't sure, so we're kind of writing that one off.
Yeah.
8. What's 8? Are there 8 spirits here? Let's see what time it is. It ain't 8.
Yeah, it's late.
You say you have power. Touch this object here. Make it light up. Just like this.
Angel.
Oh yeah. Just previously,
Yeah.
she said is not human,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gave us 8, and then angel.
Angels don't do any of this. They're around me. They don't do this. They're not stuck. It was that was a huge indication to me that, I mean, we already had some pretty good hints.
Yeah.
But that was like, oh no, sweetie. No, you're not.
Yeah, it seemed like this thing was like trying to.
It was trying to get to me.
Yeah, it was trying to like give that comfort level, and every time
Yeah.
we've ever dealt with any type of demonic entity, any inhuman, it's always trying to be your friend. It's trying to let you
Mhm.
know it's okay. And that's not the case with the activity of physical activity we're having, things thrown, the running and stuff. This isn't a friendly ghost. This
No.
isn't a spirit that's just
Mm-mm.
stuck there. This is something
Look.
that is trying to lure us into a location, trying to bring us in,
Mhm.
gain its trust.
I mean, my guardian angels probably get a little frustrated sometimes, but they're not throwing things at me.
They're probably like, oh, he's going to take her where again?
Yeah.
Angel? No,
No.
no.
You are not an angel.
I'm from the light. This is amazing. 8. Angel? No. I don't know what you are, but you're not an angel. You're not from the light. Who are you? What is your name? What are you?
Why have you come?
I think he was realizing that I wasn't buying into the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And
Neither of us.
it was definitely, I mean, from the get-go, I was aggressive. I
Mhm.
was, because there's too much stuff going on, too much contradiction going on with the questioning and stuff. It's just, I think it was getting pissed at me. I mean, why did you come here? Like I was supposed to just go along with everything it said, and I think it was
Mhm.
starting to get a little miffed at me. I really do.
And honestly, I think, at least subconsciously, you were getting mad that it was coming after me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The way it was doing, and I knew it too. I could just read how this thing was acting. It was trying to be a little slick.
Yep.
And if you know me personally, if you're slick around, I'm gonna bust your ass.
It's not gonna
All
work.
right, it's not gonna happen. And this thing knew I'd identified it, and
Mhm.
it just kept on messing. But we got some more stuff to go over here.
I came to communicate with you, to see if you're here, to prove that you're here. That's why we have came. But I want to know, what are you?
This thing was not telling us.
Mm-mm.
What is your name?
Don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
Just knew that something was gonna rush up on us again. Right when we got that, you know, like
Yeah,
get
I
right
thought-
behind me because it's been coming from that
Mhm.
left hand side every single time, and we were both amped up and ready for whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just knew something major was going to come crashing at us.
Yeah.
And fortunately, nothing panned out at that moment.
Mm-mm.
But it did
Did
later.
It did later.
Don't be alarmed. Get ready for something at us. Stay close to me.
I am.
Oh, we're not alarmed. You cannot do anything to us.
I'd like to believe that, but I've had the
What
shit
is your
knocked out of me
name?
before. Oh yeah.
Worship.
Worship. Yeah, that's when I quit being as scared and got mad. I got mad.
This thing here, you know, we automatically said, you know, we're not gonna worship you and stuff like that. And again, I let my emotions get the best of me because if I'd have been thinking correctly, and when I look at the footage and think back what all we experienced there, I think it was letting us know that it was worshipped, at that
That it
that
was
area.
conjured, that occult area.
Yep,
Yeah.
where we found the candles and everything. That
And that
creepy
makes
ass
sense.
place.
But after all the angel and everything, like I felt like it trying to get to me.
Yeah. So
No, I'm not gonna worship
originally,
you.
like we thought maybe it's telling us to worship it, and
Mhm.
we now believe it's kind of letting us know that it was worship. It was, you know, it was brought in.
Mhm.
No, we're not worshiping you.
Nope.
Not at all. Worship. Nope. Who are you? What are you? You're not an angel. You're not from the light. Our lights.
Oh man.
Our base
I
camp lights.
thought
How
maybe
do you
it was
think about
related
this?
to our lights, like maybe it was coming
Our
from
sound is
our
coming from
base
what-
camp,
what
Yeah.
else
but
there. The only thing I think
we didn't get the
Yeah.
sounds from there. We're getting the
We
sounds
didn't
from
that
that location.
area. Mm-hmm.
Don't be alarmed, worship, angel. I'm from the light. No, this thing's pretending to be something else.
Yeah.
And usually, what? Hall.
Hall. Not sure.
H-A-L-L,
Mm-mm.
Hall. I don't know.
Oh no.
Usually, guys, when we start dealing with entities that sit there and claim to be friendly, they're your friends.
Don't worry, guys.
they're
Those are
from,
bugs.
you know,
That's not orbs
angels.
flying over
You
us.
know, it was very buggy.
That's bugs.
Especially with what we found over there, 40, 50
Yeah.
yards away from the
Exactly.
rushing noise that we heard.
Painted neck.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one here, I first thought because I just scratched my neck and then it replied painted neck. What's my nickname? What do I call myself all the time?
Redneck.
Redneck. I am very proud redneck, but I call myself that all the time. And painted neck. I just got finished scratching my neck. This thing was now communicating back with me again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it was just the timing of this. I mean, you could go back and say it was from when it was saying, you know, I was hung,
mhm.
but I feel like that would have happened earlier. I feel like it was really interacting with what we were saying.
yeah, I mean, I just
You had
scratched
just,
my neck
and then
painted neck. So.
yeah,
And plus, my nickname is Redneck. So we got that going
that's one
for
of
us.
them.
That's one of them. Yeah.
God, I was just scratching my neck. It says painted neck.
Behave.
I ain't got a
Oh,
tattoo
right.
on my neck, but I was just scratching it. Tell me your name. This isn't an angel.
No.
This isn't something friendly. It's just rushed us too many times.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna need to take a break soon.
I'm going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we didn't pick up right when it was said.
Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to need to take a break soon because I was feeling a little overwhelmed. Excuse me. And this is, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, like,
Like, okay, see ya, bye.
were we supposed to
So
beg
casual.
it to stay, or, yeah.
Yeah, and also, it didn't leave.
No,
It wasn't going any daggone where.
No, because it stayed, and it just
Mhm.
followed us around out there, because we went and had coffee and stuff. We shut down our cameras, got there, we had a cup of coffee, smoked a cigarette, sitting over there at base camp, and again, the noises just kept on. It was, you have no idea when it's dark. All right, so when we got our base camp, we got lights for the base camp, so we can see and operate and everything.
It was nice.
Nice,
It was-
secured spot. But when you got something in the dark going, boom, 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 running right at you, you throw on your lights and there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's,
Creep factor goes through the roof on that one.
yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's freaking just about to tear right into you. It's just that loud, that fast. So yeah, when we got that stuff, it didn't go anywhere. So we go back to base camp here, and we decide to head back down to that witch's circle.
Occult circle.
Yeah, and
whatever
we
you
made
wanna
sure we
call it.
picked it at the Devil's Hour.
Mhm.
3 a.m. It's a mockery of supposedly when Jesus Christ was crucified, which was 3 p.m. This is why one of the reasons they call it the Devil's Hour is the 3 a.m. It's supposed to be a mockery of the crucifixion.
Well, and because 3 is the Trinity.
Yeah.
Also, so
So, well, that's usually when you get the 3 knocks or 3 times something.
they mock the Trinity basically.
So, yeah, this is usually when things really get picked up. So we decided to go back to that witch's circle and do an investigation there.
You can say in there against our better
All right,
judgment.
guys.
Yeah.
So we are headed back down here to this circle where we found the candles. Whatever that is that's talking to us, it keeps on trying to pretend that it's a good entity. I don't believe it is. We've had too much threatening things come at us. Everything for things being thrown towards us, to the charge, to footsteps. And then we found this over here. Here it
Yeah,
comes.
it still
Over
creeps me
there.
We're really worried about tripping and being impaled by these cypress stumps.
That too.
But we want to see. I know I'm laughing. I want to see if this thing came.
Yeah, here it comes. I wish we could have seen this in daytime. We got some photos of this.
Mm-hmm.
It is creepy. I mean, when we turn on the lights and stuff, you can clearly see the circle drawn out and stuff. And yeah, you can see those
Yeah.
candles easy now.
And
We had to
I
move the leaves and stuff around that.
normally love cypress areas like this.
There it is.
By day, they're usually gorgeous,
We're
but
gonna get this
this one
fired
was
up
creepy.
again,
Yeah.
and we're gonna listen in. I'm not stepping in this circle. I'm gonna set this over here.
On what we believe could have been used as an altar.
Mm-hmm.
Set it right here.
It just looks like it to me
Mm-hmm.
That works.
with the whole.
Babe,
rest of the area.
Good right there. Just watch the stobs.
Yeah.
I'm good here. I'm good here.
Were you conjured here? I don't believe that you're from here. You said that you were friendly. I have these candles and stuff down here. I'm not touching them.
No, definitely not.
One there.
That's one of the things, guys. We try not to touch anything like that when we get in these locations because we don't know what rituals were performed.
Are you not speaking? I got another candle over here.
Oh yeah, we found that 4th candle.
Weird markings on it.
Oh boy.
Badly.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. What did it say? Badly.
And of course, I had to make a joke because we just asked if it had been conjured, and then we got badly, and I said, "Yeah, badly, apparently."
Were you conjured in the spot?
Yeah, we had to
Badly.
Yeah, we get
at that point.
we laugh a lot when we get nervous.
I don't mean to be laughing, everybody. It's
It's our nerves.
yeah, it's freaking us out a little bit. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that light over there. That's the bridge.
Another reason why we leave lights up in location, because no matter what happens, we know what direction to run in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's easy to get turned around in the woods. Um, Always have a backup, have locations and safeguards. Having that light up there, we knew exactly where we'd have to go if we got turned around, things like that. But fortunately, the river's on one side of us, so we already know the other way.
But the amount of roots and cypress stobs, I mean,
Yeah.
I could have broken every bone if I had tripped out there. It's crazy.
So we have a lot of extra lighting.
Yeah.
That's one of our studio lights that we got for our investigation. We got the Spirit Talker over there. That's a different app that we're using.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
close.
Close. What's close?
We're fixing to find out.
Mhm.
Something very close.
Who's here?
There.
Tell me your name.
We picked up, I'm going to replay this again for you. Listen, I'm going to try to turn up the volume. We picked up a growl and actually popped off twice. Now, there's alligators out there. We're not far from the water,
Mm-hmm.
but again, the water's on our right-hand side in this footage. The sound came from our left-hand side where the embankment
Further in the-
was.
Further
the woods.
into the woods.
And a gator would have to go up an embankment, and they're not known to do that. They'll be around there where we're standing
And
at, actually.
it was fairly chilly that night. It's not
Yeah.
mating season. We weren't tromping on any nests because it's the wrong time of year.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like it was a gator growl.
No, I didn't either. And we check the swamps and stuff like that in the area when we're going through. Check for eyes all the time. It's one of the first rules you do when you're out there.
And there were none. That water was
Yeah.
very different
Yeah,
from
the water's.
a normal cypress swamp.
Yeah, it was actually
it
very
was-
beautiful looking. It really was.
Yeah, but not what we were used to. The whole place is creepy.
Turn off my headlamp so I don't blind everybody.
I'm keeping mine on.
Yeah, you can stay put right there, sweetheart. There's a lot of stobs.
Yeah.
I mean, these cypress stumps are all over the place. I'm gonna just say that's the circle there, so I'm just gonna circle around it a little bit. This tree, though, that's what's really been getting my attention. That's what brought us down this way. Besides that noise, oh man, this thing's hollow. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's down in there. That's a hollow cypress. Kind of strange. Nicholas.
Nicholas?
Yeah.
I just say Nicholas.
We looked. Couldn't find anything about a Nicholas.
Who's Nicholas?
We looked around in our demonology books on Nicholas.
Is that your name?
Old Nick is another name for Satan.
I asked you
Yeah.
for your name.
And Saint Nick, Santa Claus. There was I think it was another mishit.
Yeah,
Is that your name?
it just.
Nicholas?
Yeah, old Nick would make more sense with whatever was going on in this location because we know there was stuff going on.
Show us that you're.
Oh God!
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh God, it just startled me again just watching it.
I think I was asking it, well, what are you doing here or something? They cut me off. And we just were told close.
Yeah.
And then it gave us Nicholas, and then it gave us that's crash. That crash was right on. I could actually hear whatever it was being thrown. It sounded like a large stick was thrown. All right, I'm talking very large stick.
Yeah, I thought
Because
maybe
I
a
heard-
rock, but
I heard a
there are some
of it.
large river rocks out there too.
yeah, so it was
But
big.
whatever it was, we weren't sticking around to
I'm
find
gonna
out.
say it crashed 12 to 15 feet from us. It didn't. I mean, it was enough to scare the shit out of us. So this is something that we decided to pull out of. We're just not playing around with that.
And yeah, I think at that point I was pretty much done too
Yeah.
with my.
So with any of our investigation spots like that and stuff, we try to run a rite of exorcism on. We also ran a consecration blessing of the area, holy water to the site. Those things there, I don't like having her with me on that because sometimes that stirs up some major shit while you're trying to do that. And I just didn't want her. She stayed up there near the bridge. Even though we got a lot of contact up there, I felt like it had drawn us down there for a reason. It seemed like it was down there still. And that's why I went down there by myself. Like I said, I'll be back. One of the things you never say. But I didn't want her at that location. She knew where I was.
Yeah.
She could see my light in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was any problems, she should have known. All right. But we've done rites in these locations before trying to clear out spot. And a lot of bad shit has happened. So I just don't have her there with us, especially being an empath. Things latch on quick, and not just a latch on as attachment, just straight up attack. I'm talking sense of dread, depression.
Right. And I'm very prone to that. Unfortunately, that's my reality, and we have to be.
Yeah, and it's not just like, oh,
Conscious
I
of
feel a
that.
little bad today. No, I'm talking massive amounts of
Mhm.
depression. I mean,
It took me a few days, even just after this.
Yeah.
And I finally got in some grounding, which helps me, and then it started to lift, but it was a good few days where I was not myself.
Yeah.
Even my coworkers at my other job noticed it.
so we will be going back to this location again. One, we need to make sure that we got rid of whatever's out there.
Mhm.
You know, we may have been successful at it. We may have not have. I don't know. I do know I don't want to sit there and stir up any major shit and actually cause more problems for anybody else. So we're definitely going back to try to tackle whatever's there and make sure the area is cleared. Odds are we're good because, I mean, the things that we do, we go in depth on it. So we don't just play around with it. We do all the research into it and tear into it. So
Yeah.
we do have to do a follow-up just to be 100% sure. So.
Yeah, I think the setup of that area might be very attractive for other
Yeah.
people to come out there.
Practitioners.
But
I spoke to family members that been living in this area longer than we have, and first thing I was, yeah, you gotta be watching out there. That's where witches go all the time,
yeah,
you know. And I read the comments. Some witchcraft good, some witchcraft is bad. What I'm saying is this location, something was conjured and it wasn't good.
it's
So-
bad occult.
Yeah, something was done here, and I'm hoping with the consecration blessing and the holy water that we're able to take that land back.
Mm-hmm.
But was to keep it from someone doing it again.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful spot. It has an eerie feel. I mean, yeah, if you want to play stuff like that. Unfortunately, fortunately, people that want to play don't do anything. They don't know
Right.
what they're doing. The hardcore practitioners, they know what to do. All right, there's a big difference between playing internet witch and actually being a practitioner of dark arts.
Exactly.
So
and I
there
think
are
maybe
people like that.
putting that area on blast a little bit, there might be some,
Well, I'm hoping that,
teenagers out there just
yeah,
you
yeah. I'm gonna
playing
videos
dumb
of,
stuff,
of
but-
an investigation area and stuff.
Yeah.
It does attract more attention to the area, so hopefully there'll be more investigators stuff like that. And if there's enough people out there showing up, kind of messes it up for anybody trying to do any type of ritual practitioner stuff out there.
Yeah,
because now
and
traffic is increased.
it is an important historical site for this area. There are a couple things that went on there that are important to history. So, and it is beautiful. So the more of that,
Yeah.
the more people that maybe go out for that, brings more
guys.
good to the area.
Definitely do appreciate you hanging out with us. We want to get this done so we can actually break that video down for you, give you our thoughts on this. Because like I said, a lot of things got twisted around while we were trying to film. Distraction does happen, and it did during this investigation. So
Oh yeah.
hopefully we'll get some more videos out to you soon on some more investigations. We do have a big one planned for Tallahassee area and St. Augustine. That's going to be in January. I'm hoping we can get some more done this month. If not, maybe we can get another return trip this month at this location. We got a lot of other stuff coming in. Everyone's heard of the dark web, and everyone's heard of divot boxes. Well,
Yep.
we got a hold of some items that we need to discuss and go over and investigate here on this channel.
Yep.
So, until next time, we'll speak to y'all later.
Thank you.